Hey everybody, it's Matthew Reinhart. Hey, we're starting a whole new project here. It's Mythical Beings Pops. All right, this was inspired by a series of books I did called Encyclopedia Mythologica, and I just love mythological stories about different creatures and different beings from myth and stories from all around the world. And so I thought it would be really cool for us to make a project together, a really cool sort of different pop-ups, and add them together into a pop-up cube. All right, so we're gonna have 6 different mythical being pops, and it's gonna form this really cool pop-up cube that you can enjoy and open and sort of, or give to someone, whatever you want. This is it, it's so cool. So let's get started. The king or queen of all mythical beings, or at least to me, dragon. Okay, so we're gonna make a really fun dragon pop-up, and there are templates down below. You're just gonna download them, and you can click on the link below, print out those templates, right, and print them out onto cardstock. You want to make sure you use cardstock, any color cardstock you like. What we're going to do first is we're going to follow all the dotted black lines, and the dotted black lines are where all the folds will be. So we're going to score them with a big old paper clip, and we're going to use a ruler along the edges. We've done this so many times in our pops, right? So we're going to just press with the edge of that big paper clip on all of those dotted black lines. And like I said, those are going to become fold lines. There's a lot of folds on this pop. So each one of these pops, there's some that are a little bit more advanced than others. But you'll be able to assemble them into this really cool pop-up cube, and each one has their own little pop-up card. So it's really a lot of fun. So once we finish scoring all those dotted black lines, we're going to start cutting out along all the solid black lines, right? So we're going to use a nice pair of scissors that we like to use, and we're going to cut along all those black solid lines. Now you're going to see some art too that is actually on the templates, and that's just to suggest where you might want to color in things, but that's all in gray. The black solid lines are the ones that we need to follow. We're just going to cut all those pieces out. We're going to need to cut out the base page like this here, and then you'll need to cut out all the pop-up pieces. And like when you start cutting out those pop-up pieces, you may want to take your time, use the scissors and follow along all those curves very carefully. And what you can do is you can actually move the paper and keep your scissors kind of in the same spot, so it's a lot easier to cut. Take your time cutting out all these different pop-up pieces so that you get it just right. We don't want to accidentally snip off one of these dragon horns or something like that. I'm sure he or she will not like that. So take your time cutting out along all these solid black lines. All right, so we have all our pieces and we've cut them. We're gonna pre-fold. So let's pre-fold this center fold on the base page, just like that. Yeah, folded that there. Now this piece here with the neck, let's fold it along this line and the horns. Let's see, we're gonna fold this little tab here. And we're gonna fold this tab going this way. We're just pre-folding everything so it knows which way to go. Now, scoring things makes the folding a lot easier on all these cardstock. But pre-folding it too, it's just letting our paper know which way it's gonna go. It's practicing, getting ready for being assembled, this pop-up. And this is gonna be a fun pop-up. It really has the dragon leap up off the page, and its wings are flapping and its tail swings out. Oh, it's just so cool. So let's keep folding this piece here, just like this. And this folds here, like that. And when we're folding the paper, these are hinges that are pop-up. These folds are actually hinges. And they also, they break up a little bit of the paper fiber so that it's easier to fold there. I mean, it's so minute that we don't even see it, but that helps make our pop-up work so much better. All right, so we folded all our pieces. Now let's get to assembling. What do we need? We need some glue. All right, so you can use a glue stick. You can use regular Elmer's glue like this, sort of craft glue. There's all different colors craft glue you could use. We just happen to have regular white craft glue. Let's start here with the head. So let's glue this head on right like that. And so what we do is sort of paint into the space that glue. Don't use too much. See how it just fits right there, that head. So we're just going to make sure that you just glue in that little gray spot, because we don't want to glue the snout down in the other way. See how it leans over that edge? So there we go. Got that little little bit done, that small little detail. Let's glue this tab down and this tab down. Okay, so let's see where those are. Oh, there they are. That's one tab, and that's the other tab. And one folds under, so we don't have to see it, and the other one folds on. And you can see how that goes. See right there? There's that gray area, and we're going to, again, paint in, we're going to squirt our glue, and hopefully not squeeze that glue bottle too much, because we don't want a big old lake of glue there that we're going to have to, and I do that all the time. It happens to me, so, you know, sometimes if I make that mistake, I just get a napkin and get rid of the extra glue, but we don't have to do that because we did it just right here. And this is where these tabs glue on. And when you assemble this piece, when you have it glue, make sure that one point, that angled point, that fold, goes right to the center of the fold of the pop, and both of those tabs glue in place. Now we're going to glue this wing piece. See this little triangular area here? It's going to glue, and we're going to put some glue just in that gray triangular area. See, there's where the wing is. And see how you can see how this piece, this area of the pop-up piece sort of fits in, just like that. And you're going to see on the base page too that there's another tab that will also line up and fold under. See that one right there? That's going to line, and it's going to fold under right there. And make sure too to let your pop-up dry for a couple minutes to just make sure that that piece is in place. And you just, remember, just glue within that gray area, because we don't want glue to get elsewhere, because that will glue down some of our pop-up piece. So now we've got that tab for the base, for where the body is. Now see this piece here? It's actually going to glue over onto itself. Now watch this. It's going to fold over. And see this little tab? It's like, kind of like a bean, this little gray area. That's going to go right there. See how that folds over that wing piece? And that little bean glues down right there. And make sure that when you assemble this, it's all assembled flat. So you fold it over, but then you flatten the pop-up. So now that little tab has glued in place on our dragon's stomach. See that? And that is, so there's a couple of V-folds here. There's a, there's a lot of V-folds on this thing, and some layers too. If you want to learn more about layers and V-folds and pop-ups, you can go to my pop-up masterclass. Okay, let's add this tail piece. This is our last piece, and it's going to have sort of a rotating leg and tail. So we're going to put just some glue on this gray area here. And this V-fold is actually going to fold inward. We're going to glue this area of the tail just in place, just like that. We're going to let it dry. We're going to press it down, make it sure it's just glued there. All right, so just within that triangle. So once it has dried, we're going to come on back to it, and let's see how let's make sure it moves right. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. So it swings, the leg swings. Look at that, wing flaps open, and the whole body of our dragon goes upward. Look at that. So like I said, if you want to learn more about how some of these different mechanisms like V-folds and layers work, be sure to go to my pop-up masterclasses in my YouTube channel. There's all kinds of stuff there. And I'm going to start a whole new bunch of pop-up masterclasses coming up in the next few weeks. So I'm excited to get school started back up. All right, so now that we've made this pop-up work, and look at how that works, it's so great. Now, let's get to decorating. Woo! I love doing the decorating. All right, so we can use markers, you can use crayons, you can use colored pencils, you can do anything you want. You can do metallic markers if you want. You can draw extra stuff in the background. Look at that dragon. Oh my gosh. Looks like it's about to go and eat some villagers down there, huh? Well, I hope you've enjoyed making this mythological being pop, this dragon pop, and this is just the first in 6 pops that will make an awesome pop-up cube that you'll be able to add them all together to. This is a great project. It's fun. Hey, if you've enjoyed making this pop-up, be sure to hit like and subscribe down below, and you can hit the bell to let you know when new videos will be up. I've really enjoyed making this with you, and there's more to come. So I'll talk to you and see you next time. This is Matthew. Bye-bye.